my gosh. I'm going to make sure I get all of their nominations correct because they have a lot, and they are also previous winners of the Southern Entertainment Awards. We have special guests Urban Sweet, Sherril Meadow, and D Major nominated for not one, but three awards: Radio Station of the Year, Radio Show Podcast of the Year, and Cheryl's nominated for Photographer Journalist of the Year. Please welcome them to the show, y'all. Hey,
What's
what's
good,
up, D
everybody?
Major, Cheryl Meadow? How y'all doing?
Hey.
Hey, what's good?
I'm so I'm so honored, first of all, to have you both on the show. Thank you so much for joining us today. Um,
Thank you for
How are
having
you
us.
doing, first of all? I know it's a busy weekend with Memorial Day and just a lot going on, Southern Entertainment Awards. How are you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. Like I said, it's a busy weekend
Yeah.
for us, so I hope everyone's enjoying the Memorial Day weekend. Um, Definitely wish that we could be there in Nashville, but that's okay. We send our love and support to Gennaro and Infamous and everyone there at the
Yeah.
awards. So
For sure. And congratulations on your nominations. And last year, I know you took home some awards. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
ladies first.
Wow. It was, the whole thing was really chaotic. We were running on Texas time, so we were an hour late. And during that hour, D Major won his award. We're right here. D Major won his
Oh,
award.
that's nice. Beautiful.
And then when they brought up the photographer, I was sure, we went out there not expecting anything at all. We just wanted to be out there and to, after all these years, be in the excitement of it all. And that night we both won.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
And we're the first married couple in all their 20 years. We're the first married couple who won on the same night.
Wow, congratulations. That's legendary right there. Oh my, they should have a special award just for that. They should give you that. Wow,
Um,
that's amazing. And for those that don't know much about you, which I'm sure most of the South knows, the US period, but for those that don't know much about you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and like just your experience in the urban entertainment industry overall?
I've been let's say 1979, I started my college radio career. And with that, getting introduced to so many different artists and going to being sent out, because when you're with the college radio, you're also there's events that go on and you're sent out to the events. So I got to be immersed in everything, going to different events, being backstage, helping people. They taught us everything from the radio portion to the TV portion. So we knew everything when we were sent out. We knew how to run camera. We knew how to everything. So I've always, and growing up, in school, college, choir, and when I got older, I started doing some promotions, similar, to how you started. And it just went from there. Met artists, became interested in the music game, got knowledgeable in the music game. Before I left out there, I was doing weekly events. And when I came out here, I already had a little bit of a buzz, I think. And so I think it was, Ghost and Lee Money can tell me exactly. I think it was like 2005, 2006, I got involved with SA Urban newspaper.
Yeah, shout out to
And if y'all don't know what SA Urban, SA Urban was just like the Current. It was a magazine you could hold in your hands, and it was on the streets every month. And there was like 4,000, 5,000 copies going out. And it only specifically targeted the urban scene in San Antonio and around Texas. Lee Money and I were there. Avar was there. I remember you from way back then too.
Yes.
And I still say that nobody to this date has done everything that SA Urban did. We're still ahead of the game. We're still waiting for some people to catch up. I think Legacy City is the closest.
Yeah, I
of
agree.
everything. But I've been working with many different artists out here. D Major and I have done
Oh,
Okay.
I see she froze up.
Yeah, that's
But yeah,
okay.
oh, it's
yeah.
my
Said
computer.
she's
It's my
Okay.
internet.
It's all right.
But I got to be president of a record label for about 4 or 5 years with Reservoir Music. And that's one of the awards that I won. The 17th annual I won for Group Label of the Year, and that was for my work with Reservoir Music for Truev's Own Records. But it's been awesome. I've helped countless artists get together and do collaborations. I've put people in many rooms, many rooms, and I still do. And so happy to do it.
Yes, y'all. She is the queen of urban entertainment in San Antonio. I'm just gonna say that she really is, y'all. The hashtag I push SA. That's all, Sherril. Mostly everything urban entertainment in San Antonio is Sherril. Just let y'all know, and I want to give you your flowers. Congratulations on all of your awards. Just everything that you've done. Like, it does not go unnoticed, at least from the home base promotions end. We really appreciate everything that you do for the city, for sure.
Thank you. I love it. I fell in love with San Antonio's hip hop when I got here, and that was 20 years ago. And I as long as I'm here, and no matter where I am, I won't stop because San Antonio is special. San Antonio is special. We are very underrated. We are very off the map from people, but more of the industry than ever before knows about San Antonio now.
Oh yeah.
And it is wonderful to watch it from our side of things as media. It's amazing to watch it from our side of things because we get to see who's talking.
Definitely. I agree with that for sure. And would you say that social media has played a major role in the way that San Antonio has been represented?
Definitely good and bad. But yeah. Social media has allowed every artist from every corner of the world to be seen and heard, and that's amazing. The internet is amazing. All these platforms we have, I don't even know them all. There's new platforms popping up all the time. People say, do you know this, do you know that? No, but I'm gonna go look. But yeah, it's crazy. We are so we've because of social media, San Antonio has really caught up and is in the running now with the big guns.
I agree for sure. And currently being with on the college radio side of that, how would you say, because a lot of artists tend to still to stay overlook college radio, which is, it has a major impact, and they don't realize it. But can you kind of speak on that as far as like the impact of college radio just on the industry period, and like the avenues that they can access by, being part of the college radio scene that they don't realize?
Oh yeah. I mean, college radio has been important for a lot of independent artists forever. I mean, a lot of the artists, no matter what genre, pretty much got their start in college radio before they launched into more mainstream circles. And it's still an important part of that, that interweaving of information and technology and everything that's, that's making artists be known. I say it's a very important aspect of their repertoire that they need, um, basically you're cutting yourself off from an audience that you could be having by not paying attention to college radio, just strictly strict to mainstream radio or stick to streaming.
Yeah.
There's a major aspect of people who might not discover you if it wasn't for college radio. And we're here to be that, that cog in the wheel to make things go around.
Yeah, absolutely. Like with corporate radio, and I'm not downing them at all, but they can only play what they're told.
True.
And that's corporate radio, and that's okay. That's how they make their money. And their target market starts at what, age 14? Something like that, 14, 15, even 12, because they, brainwashing, whatever. But college radio, we don't get told what to play. We don't get a list. We don't get anything that says you have to play this and then you can play whatever you want. We play whatever we want. Every episode of the Urban Suite that you hear, that man put it together 16 years. Every Monday night for 16 years.
Amazing.
Put together this show. This is all him. He gets to choose every single song that's played. So
that's right.
We want everybody's music. We want to hear everybody's music. I still go out and beg people to send me their music and threaten them to hit them with my chancla if they don't.
That's no lie.
Because we can do more for them than corporate radio can.
Yeah, she is exactly right. We can provide more opportunities and want to provide that opportunity and try to guide them into what they need to do. Try to give them information on how to submit music, how to send things in properly, your ISRC code, making sure your music is properly registered, not just for radio, but also for streaming and any other services that, when we're still learning about sync licensing as well, which is another avenue of a way of artists can get their music heard and also making money. So it's all about, artistic endeavors, but also how you're going to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Yeah, the sync licensing, that's no joke. There's so many artists getting sync deals, just sync deals alone.
Yeah.
That is they don't realize these things. And I'm so glad you guys are here, to help them, because it's really something just to have any type of guidance, period, and just to know that a lot of it's being overlooked. But the fact that you're out there, you're reaching out to them, you're telling them, hey, you need to do this. So I really appreciate that. And I'm sure they appreciate it too. They may not say it all the time, but I know they appreciate you as well for doing that. Can you speak on a little bit about how you determine what songs to play? Because I know you get a lot of submissions. So what criteria do you look at when you're deciding on what to play?
Basically, for me, like I always say, if I think it's dope, I'll play it. As simple as that. I take an ear to what they're trying to say, the production of the song, make sure everything sounds good, the levels are right, the lyrical content and subject matter makes sense. And, if I feel that it deserves to be played, I'll play it. Simple as that. No politics. It's just, if I feel like it needs to be heard and I know someone's going to hear it, hey, give them a shot.
Oh yeah. I mean, that makes sense to me. That's how it is. I mean, artists just have to know. I mean, one thing they have to realize is that, they have to kind of do a little research on the outlets that they're submitting to before just doing mass submissions. You want to kind of tailor that. And Sherril, with Going South magazine, can you speak on just because you've done, as you kind of mentioned to us, you've done way more than you mentioned to us, but as you kind of mentioned to us, the record label aspect, and there's the photography aspect. Can you tell us a little bit about the branding of artists that's important, when they're trying to quote unquote make it?
Oh, branding is so important. Like the rule of thumb, your name should be the same name across every social media that you have, across all the streaming platforms that you have. Everything should be registered properly with because this is how people are going to find you. Don't keep changing your name. I've lost so many artists because they change their name on their social media and then I don't recognize it. So I ignore it. And then find out like 5-6 months later, oh, that was you. So keep that and work with somebody. Work with somebody. Get some good PR. Get somebody who's not just decent at making flyers and logos. Get somebody really, really good. Even go to Fiverr. Fiverr has fantastic people over there, and make everything consistent. Make everything consistent. When we were at AJ Stack's listening party, fucking amazing, may I say. I'll say it twice too.
Yes. Yes.
His album cover is insane. It's insane. Pay people. Pay people, pay professionals. Don't slack on that stuff and build relationships. Build lots of relationships and learn how to do your own EPK and do your own stuff and send it out, because the more personal you make it, the better it's going to be when we receive it, because we want to see what you're about on all levels. We're going to go and look. We're going to listen to your music. And like D Major and I can't tell you how many, like we spend half the day listening to music and then going to their profiles and learning about them.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's time consuming. That's really time consuming.
Yeah.
It's really time consuming, and I'm at home, so that's okay. But D Major works outside of the house, also for a nonprofit organization that supports San Antonio, so he's not only doing it, on his off time, 24/7 is him 24/7. But yeah, get everything together, get a good photographer. Take pictures everywhere you go, but don't post them right away, okay? Do photo sessions. If you know you're going to be out and about somewhere, bring a couple of extra outfits, okay? Change into those outfits. Take pictures. If you have a friend that's with you, take pictures, but don't post everything immediately. Little by little. Little by little. Give them small doses. Let them see where you're going, where you've been. And put your logo on that. Put your logo on everything.
For sure. I agree. Those are some power tips, some key tips that all artists should follow. And it's really important. I mean, especially if they're trying to make it. Because sometimes I'm thinking, okay, if you're not doing all these things, then what are you really trying to do? I think they should ask themselves that sometimes. What are you really trying to do if you're not asking these things? There is a question for my co-host Yama. Yama, you want to come on? I don't know if I could. Okay, I brought him. Okay, there you go.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, what's good?
Hey, peace.
Nice, chilling. I wanted to ask y'all, what is something that separates an artist for y'all when y'all are first being introduced to their music or to their artistry or just them in general?
D Major?
Basically how they approach everything. If they seem like they're actually serious, it will show in how they approach you as media, how they present their music, just how they approach everything. And they've got their paperwork in order. If they've taken the time to study just a little bit of the business, and a little bit of making sure they got a good ear, so they know when the song is presented to you, the production value is good, the beat's on point, what they're saying makes sense. It's just about the approach. It's that's not sitting up there spamming your email with a bunch of crap. You don't know anything about the artist. You don't know who produced the song or where they're from. There's no social media input at all. It's just here. It's not. Sometimes I don't even get a video. It's just a Spotify link. Like, what am I going to do with that? I can't.
Right.
I can't
And
download
not
music.
everybody can play Spotify.
Exactly.
So do more than just Spotify.
And also make sure, since you know this is college radio, which means it's going out on regular airwaves, that is clean. FCC don't play. I'm not paying
Yeah.
$10,000 because
No.
somebody else don't know how to edit themselves on their song. Sorry.
That makes sense. Making sure they can strategize, they can communicate well.
Yeah.
They're serious about what
It's
they're
like
doing.
anything else. You network and you build.
Yep. And we love meeting people in person. We've been on different panels and talked to audiences of artists, and we love to do that. And we love to meet them and get to know them because that gives us more insight into their music.
Gotcha.
And we listen to the words. Well, one, we have to, he has to, editing it, but we really listen. So if you're saying something really nice, we're liking that. If you're saying something really stupid, you usually get an inbox from me saying, send me something else.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let me hear something else. This is the one.
Making sure you took the proper time in the studio, get all your ducks in a row. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And artists, when you're in the studio, do the radio edit then. And actually, if you have a song and you know that you really want to push it and you want to put money on it, do a radio edit right there in the studio. You wrote out your song, write out a second version that replaces the words that you can't say on FM.
Yeah. Or just get your producer or engineer to do the edits while you're in the booth.
Yeah.
It makes it easier to push out.
Right. I mean, he's already done it. He's got hands-on on it. He knows where every little snip he has to take out of it. He can do that, in 15 minutes, and do it.
Especially with the new tools and stuff that we have.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I appreciate y'all's time for answering that question.
Well, thank you for asking, man. I appreciate it.
Definitely. And for those that want to send music to you, I know that there's a big thing also about artists not tagging their music properly, like with the ID3 tags. And Sherril, I've actually seen some of your posts where you like getting on the artists about that ID3 tag your music, so.
You bet. From day one when I got out here, I would run around telling the artists, get on your business. And I would get hit with, oh, but I can't afford it. Okay, well, what about the girl that just bought you those $200 Jordans? She can afford it. Go get it from her and get your business in order because nobody's listening. People do business with artists who are doing their business. Right. If you're doing your business, the other people, they know about you. If you don't, it's going to stay not heard. So you get on your business, you make that little bit of money happen to get registered, get your PRO. It doesn't cost anything to sign up for Sound Exchange and Media Base and all that. So do it. Your one cost is going to be the ASCAP and BMI. That's mainly it. So like, you got to do it. And I was like a broken record for years. I had my foot up the artists' asses for years, telling them to get their music business together or else nobody was ever going to hear them. And this music is too important.
Yeah.
This music is too important. San Antonio's got some great music. Shouts out to Lee Money. He's holding some fabulous artists, and I can't wait till his young ones start releasing albums. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, definitely. By the way, when he was here, he said, tell them I said hi. So he wanted to make sure he told me to say hi to you guys. But he
love you
in person. Yeah, so but thank you so much for being on the show today. You have given some gems to the artists, for artists that are listening, because we have tons of artists on our page that follow, and hopefully they have been listening. If not, we definitely will have the replays on. And can you tell the audience how to submit music to you And the college radio, I know you have a college radio directory as well. Can you tell them how to submit in general and tell us about how to submit through the radio directory?
Okay. The college radio directory, we are partnered with the person who actually runs that. Basically, he has compiled over 250 college radio stations, internet stations throughout the country, and he offers that to everyone who needs it. It's basically about $30 if you go online to get it. We do have a discount code. Just type in D Major, my name, and you can get a $5 discount off of that, and it is worth it. You've got
It's an important tool.
you've
Every
got,
artist should have this, especially if you're trying to get on Billboard or do something bigger. You have to have an FM presence, and the college radio directory can help you get there like that.
For sure. That is definitely make sure. Actually, we're going to drop that in the comments as well. We'll drop that in the comments when it goes out. And let's talk about how we can get in touch with you on social media. Can you tell everybody how to do that?
Okay. Simple. For me, it's Urban Sweet SA, all one word, on Facebook and Instagram.
And me, it's Sherril Metal everywhere. You know, Google me, just like you would Avar. Google me.
Oh, yeah.
That's our buddy, though, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Long time buddy.
Avar's real
That's
cool.
our friend.
Definitely.
You know what? I want to say thank you to Keyice, because you've been out there doing what you do because you love it as well for so many years, and we appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it's all for the love of hip hop, for real.
Yes,
love
ma'am.
And thank you so much. It's been an honor having you both on the show, and we will definitely always stay in touch and be on the lookout. Actually, you have a show coming up Monday. Can you tell everybody about your show so we can make sure everybody tunes in?
Yes, we have Cedric Walker and Lee Money coming in.
Yes.
And we had the honor of interviewing Cedric years ago. And so it's going to be lovely to have him back in and see what he's doing, hear the new music. I'm really thrilled for it. He's a wonderful young man.
Yes, he is. And can't wait. I'm going to try to say, I've been like, I need to actually set a timer, because I'm like, I always fall asleep. I try to wait up for it. I'm like, man, I fell asleep. And I'm like, when I wake up, I'm like, man, I try to, share when I see him and stuff. But I'm definitely going to try to wait up. I want to see, because I want to learn more about Cedric Walker. He's one artist that we've had on our list. And especially, being affiliated with one of the artists on the Money Management, and under the management of Money Management. So we're definitely going to be checking out for that.
Well, if you fall asleep, you can always turn in to go to ksym.org, and you can go to the archive page and you can pull up the show. Each show is up there for 2 weeks at a time.
Oh, okay.
And so you can listen the next day when you're awake, because I know it's late at night. And actually, September 18th, are you free?
September 18th. Yes, I'm free for y'all.
You're good.
There we go.
Okay, thank you. Okay, nice. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, and congratulations again. Can't wait to see what's coming up for tomorrow for the Southern Entertainment Awards, and hopefully you guys bring home another win. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you.